this is my insulin resistance story. I have a lot of videos regarding taking Trulicity, taking Victoza, and how that worked out for me, linked down below. So make sure you go watch those. But for me, I believe what started the whole problem was I did keto, only eating 20 grams of carbs per day. I lost mega weight. But that's not something I could hold on to for a long time. As soon as I started back eating carbs, the weight started to piling back on. I didn't even realize how much I had lost and gained. But it was crazy. It was crazy. But after I stopped the keto and started gaining weight, I started to eat better. I was eating salads, salmon, baked chicken, green beans, asparagus, broccoli, only greens, and very lean chicken or fish, nothing else. Getting on the treadmill for 2 miles a day, and you guys, I couldn't lose anything. I didn't lose a pound. Nothing. And that was the most frustrating, debilitating, humiliating experience ever. And I just didn't know what to do at that point. So I went to my doctor, and she said, "You sound like you're insulin resistant." She also mentioned that 1 in 3 people are insulin resistant and have no idea. Yes, 1 in 3. And I was one. So with insulin resistance, you don't actually have diabetes because your sugar may test regular. My sugar range was normal, but she had to do a special insulin resistance test. Now, with this test, it went off to the lab. I think it was like a week. That was the longest week of my life, waiting to hear back if I'm insulin resistant or not, because I've seen so many people talking about how they could take, I think it was Ozempic, Trulicity, Victoza, and they would lose weight from that. So I was super excited and just hoping that I was insulin resistant to explain why I was going through what I was going through. Okay, so finally, once I got that information back that I was insulin resistant, the first thing she did was start me on metformin. And I was like, oh, I really wanted a shot. I don't really want to take metformin. But she said, you have to start on metformin first. And for your insurance to approve the shots, you cannot be able to take the metformin. So I took the metformin for a little bit, but you guys, that did not work with my body. I took it for, I don't know, almost a month. I took it for like a month, and the situation was not getting better. It just did not work for me. So at that point, I was kind of happy because I'll be able to take the shot. So she started me on the Victoza, and I had to get used to sticking myself with a needle in the stomach. That was a little bit challenging for me, but you know, it was worth it with the thought, okay, you're gonna probably lose weight and you'll be healthier. So she started me, I think it's on 0.6 dosage, and I stayed on that for a little while. I lost a little weight, but nothing was crazy. But when I went up to the 1.2 dose, that's when I really started losing weight. It was crazy. So after a point of time, you have to go up to the 1.8, and I'll tell you about that. But what I didn't realize is that really you're supposed to be taking metformin along with the shot. The metformin is what actually reverses the insulin resistance, and the shot works along with it. But I didn't do that. So yeah, it was a little bit crazy. I found out later that I was supposed to be taking them both together. So if you are taking a shot, you really need to check with your doctor to make sure that you're not supposed to be taking metformin along with it, because it's supposed to help reverse that insulin resistance. So with the shot, you'll basically lose weight, and I think it does help reverse it some. I'm not sure, but I know the metformin is really what reverses that insulin resistance. And that's what you want. You want it reversed. you don't want to have it anymore. So anyway, when I got on the 1.8 dose, for me, I stopped losing weight. And I can't say I really gained, but the weight loss just stopped. So at this point, my doctor put me on Trulicity. And Trulicity is actually a once a week shot. So with that, yeah, the weight loss, it didn't do any better. I still was not losing any weight. Oh boy. And I noticed that I was starting to get pain from shooting myself. I tried to shoot myself in different areas of my stomach. They give you a graph on where you could shoot yourself, and in different areas you're supposed to rotate it and not ever just shoot in the same area and along your thighs. But to me, the thigh area was painful, and it got so that I really didn't have a spot where I could just shoot myself daily with that needle. There, it wasn't painful for me, and so because I had been doing it for so long, and I wasn't losing weight anymore. So at that point, I think I started switching jobs and everything. So I went to a different doctor, and I just stopped taking the shot. So, but the long story short is, this new job I have now is very physical. And actually, I mentioned before, I have to walk about 15 minutes from the parking spot into where I work every morning, and the same thing all the way back to my car in the evening. So it's basically a 30-minute walk, and all day I am pretty much working out because I work at a car manufacturing company. And yes, I sweat all day. But short list to say, after that point, I stopped taking anything. But with all of the activity and working out, I really lost weight. Now, I'm going to tell you what else I think really helped me, and that's the intermittent fasting that I didn't even realize I was doing. I did not realize I was doing this, but I would make sure that I ate dinner the day before by 5 o'clock. Okay? And then I would try not to eat anything else. I'd really be too tired. After I get home, get a bath, it's time for me to go to bed. I really work hard, and I have to drive far. I'm tired. I'm just ready to get a bath and soak and just go to sleep. Okay, so with me doing that, eating no later than 5, and then in the morning when I get up, I just drink some water, just to kind of wake me up, and I am on a line. I don't need to be getting off the line to go to the restroom or anything. So I just don't eat. I just didn't eat. Especially for the first few months, I did not eat anything. Before 11, we go to lunch at 11. So basically, I was not eating from 5 until 11. And then that working out and everything, I lost over 25 pounds. I've lost over 25 pounds. And you guys, I would say if you're insulin resistant, that intermittent fasting is probably going to be your best bet. Because with these medicines, I just don't know. I've heard that some of them can cause cancer, pancreatic cancer, taking them long term. I don't know if that's good. But to get a jump start, maybe it's okay, But along with intermittent fasting, I think that's going to be your best bet. I had another commenter, our subscriber, write on one of my videos that's worked best for her. That has worked best for me. I think that's what actually kind of reversed it for me with the activity, because basically now I can eat what I want, but I only eat it in a certain time frame. And with me working so hard, don't let me decide I'm going to eat tuna and just salad or just very lean things with no carbs. The weight really does come off quickly. But I need carbs because I have to move. So, I'm trying to be smart about it, but I'm very busy and I need the energy. So, I don't know. I just like to recommend that to you guys. Anybody who's having issues, try the intermittent fasting. It does work well. I would say that, I can't tell anybody what to do and what not to do, but for me, with the low carb thing, if you're going to do low carbs, I think you need to do at least 50 grams a day. I was being so drastic trying to lose weight and really hurt myself, you know what I'm saying, in the long run. So if you're going to do low carb, I think you need to do at least 50 grams a day. Don't do 20, because when you ever go back to doing more, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And I did it for a long period of time too. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't want anybody to go through what I went through, because mentally that is very damaging. Not to even mention what you're doing to your body, as well as long-term effect. But just the same way, when you start losing weight when you want to, and you're feeling good and you're looking good, it's very exhilarating, and it makes you happy, that you're able to kind of manage. You just want to be able to manage your weight. And when you're trying to do everything right and you're still not able to manage your weight, or fluctuated going up and down, that's a bad feeling. You don't want that. So I'm just giving this information to you guys, hopefully so someone can avoid going through what I went through. I really hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, if you've gone through anything similar to what I went through, leave me a comment down below. And yeah, I have some other videos I'll link down also that you can check out. But yeah, I'm so happy to say that right now I'm in a much better spot. I'm able to control my weight, and that movement and me intermittent fasting is what did it. So yeah, you guys, I hope you take care. Please make sure that you're subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.